The grudge match Ford versus Ferrari. Picture this. The 1960s, roaring engines and two automotive titans locking horns. The air was thick with the smell of gasoline and the roar of engines as these two giants prepared for an epic showdown. It's America versus Italy, Ford versus Ferrari in the ultimate battle for motorsport supremacy. This wasn't just a race, it was a clash of cultures, a test of engineering, and a battle of wills. In one corner you have Enzo Ferrari, the fiery Italian maestro, with his sleek red racing machines. Ferrari's cars were not just vehicles, they were works of art, meticulously crafted for speed and elegance. In the other, Henry Ford II, the ambitious American industrialist, determined to conquer the world of endurance racing. Ford's vision was clear, to build a car that could not only compete but dominate the racing world. What sparked this epic rivalry? Well, it all started with a deal, a betrayal, and a burning desire for revenge. Ford's attempt to buy Ferrari fell through, leading to a bitter feud that would fuel their competitive fire. This wasn't just about building fast cars, it was about national pride, technological prowess, and the relentless pursuit of victory. Engineers and designers worked tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The battleground? The 24 Hours of Le Mans, the world's oldest and most prestigious endurance race. This race was the ultimate test, a grueling 24-hour marathon that demanded the utmost from both car and driver. It was a grueling test of man and machine, a race where only the bravest and the best dared to compete. Drivers faced not only the physical demands but also the mental strain of pushing their limits, and in this high-stakes game, Ford had a score to settle. The Ford GT40 was their weapon of choice, a car designed to dethrone Ferrari and claim victory at Le Mans. A deal gone sour when Ford met Ferrari. Now in the early 60s, Ford wasn't exactly known for its racing pedigree. They were more about building solid, reliable cars for the everyday American family. Their cars were dependable, practical and affordable, but they lacked the flair and speed of a true race car. Ferrari, on the other hand, well, they were the kings of the track. Their cars were fast, sleek and designed to win races. So, when Ford decided to boost its image and take a swing at Le Mans, they figured, why not join forces with the best? They saw an opportunity to combine their resources and expertise. The plan was simple. Ford would buy Ferrari, pool their resources and conquer Le Mans together. It seemed like a perfect match. A match made in heaven, right? Wrong. Things didn't go as smoothly as planned. Negotiations began, contracts were drafted, and just when it seemed like the deal was done, Enzo Ferrari pulled out at the last minute. It was a shocking turn of events. Some say he balked at Ford's corporate interference, others claim he simply didn't want his beloved Ferraris painted blue and white. The reasons remain a topic of debate. Whatever the reason, Henry Ford II was furious. The deal had fallen apart and Ford was left with a bruised ego and a burning desire for revenge. The American dream building the beast. Ford's response to Ferrari's snub will beat them at their own game. And so began Ford's ambitious project. Build a car capable of dethroning Ferrari at Le Mans. They poured money, resources and engineering might into creating the ultimate racing machine. The result? The Ford GT40, a low-slung powerful beast designed for one purpose only, to win. The GT40 was a radical departure from anything Ford had ever built. It was a mid-engined monster, powered by a massive American V8. It was sleek, aerodynamic and oozed raw power. But building a fast car wasn't enough. Ford needed a team, a group of talented and dedicated individuals who could turn this dream into a reality. Teething troubles from failure to triumph, the GT40's early days were plagued with setbacks. The car was fast, no doubt, but it was also unreliable, prone to mechanical failures and handling quirks. At its first Le Mans outing in 1964, the GT40 SS failed to finish, plagued by gearbox issues. It was a humiliating defeat, a stark reminder that Ferrari wouldn't be easy to beat, but Ford refused to give up. They went back to the drawing board, analyzed the data, and worked tirelessly to improve the car. They brought in Carroll Shelby, a legendary racer and car designer, to inject some much-needed speed and reliability into the GT40. Under Shelby's guidance, the team addressed the car's flaws, refined its aerodynamics, and squeezed even more power from its engine. Section 5. Shelby's magic touch, taming the beast. Carroll Shelby was a racer's racer, a man who knew what it took to win. He understood that the GT40 wasn't just about brute force, it needed finesse, balance, and a driver who could tame its wild spirit. Shelby worked closely with the drivers, pushing them to their limits and extracting every ounce of performance from the car. He also wasn't afraid to butt heads with Ford's management, fighting tooth and nail for the resources and freedom he needed to succeed. Under his leadership, the GT40 began to shed its unreliable tag and show glimpses of its true potential. Wins at smaller races boosted the team's morale, but the ultimate prize, Le Mans, remained elusive. Section 6 Le Mans, 1966. Revenge is a dish best served fast. The 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans was more than just a race. It was a showdown, a clash of titans. It was a battle that had been brewing for years, a rivalry that had reached its boiling point. Ford arrived at the Circuit de la Sarthe with a vengeance, fielding a fleet of GT40s ready to take on Ferrari's finest. They had a point to prove, a score to settle, and they were not going to back down. The atmosphere was electric, the tension palpable as the cars lined up on the starting grid. Spectators could feel the anticipation in the air, knowing they were about to witness history in the making. When the flag dropped, the GT40S roared off the line, determined to settle the score once and for all. The roar of the engines was deafening, a symphony of power and speed. The race was a grueling test of endurance, a relentless battle against mechanical fatigue, driver exhaustion, and of course the competition. Every lap was a test of strategy, skill, and sheer willpower. The GT40S, with their powerful V8 engines, had the edge on the straights, while the nimble Ferraris held the advantage in the corners. It was a constant back and forth, a dance of speed and precision, with neither side willing to give an inch. Section 7, a moment of glory crossing the finish line. As the hours turned into a sleepless blur of speed and strategy, the GT40S and Ferraris traded the lead. Mechanical failures claimed some competitors, while others fell victim to racing incidents, but through it all, Ford's determination never wavered. Then as dawn broke over the French countryside, it happened. The black and white number 2 Ford GT40, driven by Bruce McLaren and Chris Amon, crossed the finish line first, followed closely by 2 more GT40S in second and third place. It was a 1-2-3 finish for Ford, a resounding victory that sent shockwaves through the motorsport world. Ferrari was dethroned, and Ford had finally achieved its revenge. Section 8. The GT40's legacy, an American icon. The 1966 Le Mans victory wasn't just a win for Ford, it was a watershed moment for American motorsport. It proved that American ingenuity and determination could compete with and beat the best in the world. The GT40, with its iconic design and Le Mans pedigree, became an instant legend, a symbol of American racing dominance. Ford went on to win Le Mans for the next 3 consecutive years, cementing the GT40's status as a true racing icon. But the GT40's impact extended far beyond the racetrack. It became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring countless young enthusiasts and cementing Ford's image as a performance car manufacturer. Section 9. Beyond Le Mans, the GT40's enduring appeal. The GT40's story didn't end with its racing retirement. Its legacy lived on, inspiring generations of car enthusiasts and influencing Ford's design language for years to come. In the early 2000s, Ford paid homage to the legendary GT40 with a modern reimagination. The Ford GT. This new GT, with its sleek lines, mid-engined layout, and powerful V8 engine, was a fitting tribute to its illustrious ancestor, capturing the spirit and essence of the original, while showcasing the latest in automotive technology. The GT40's story is a testament to the power of ambition, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Section 10, Conclusion, a story of grit, determination, and glory. The tale of how Ford built the GT40 to conquer Ferrari at Le Mans is a story of rivalry, betrayal, and ultimately triumph. It's a story that captures the essence of motorsport, the thrill of competition, and the unwavering spirit of those who dare to push the limits of what's possible. The Ford GT40 remains a timeless icon, a symbol of American engineering prowess and a reminder that with enough passion, determination, and a touch of grit, anything is possible.